Shabbat Shalom. Perks and burdens. I was explaining to my children this week that even after a president's term in office is over, they're still guarded by the Secret Service, and they get the privilege of reading the classified intelligence briefings, even though they have no authority to act on them. I guess that after knowing all the secrets that our government knows, it's difficult to going back to being an ordinary citizen who gets their information from the news media. Such is the perk of being an ex-president. In this week's Parsha, we learn an interesting message about the perks and burdens of leadership. When Moshe comes to Egypt to deliver his message of redemption, he first informs the elders of the tribes, but they're not with him when he delivers his message to Pharaoh, who humiliates Moshe and makes the Israelite slavery even worse by requiring more bricks to be made. Where were the elders? According to Rashi, they were all on their way to Pharaoh together, but one by one the elders slipped away. Apparently, they liked the perks of leadership, but they didn't want the burdens of it, which meant taking risks in public. Rashi adds that later on, when God gave the Torah at Mount Sinai, these elders were specifically excluded from the ceremony, not given that perk because of their shirking of their responsibility earlier. Interestingly, there was another group, though, that actually showed their character through taking responsibility and leadership. The Egyptian taskmasters appointed Israelite shotrim, or officers, over the Israelites to supervise their work, and when the Israelites were not able to fill the new larger quota, the taskmasters beat the Israelite officers. We might think of these officers as kapos, terrible people who joined the oppressors of their own people. But Rashi comments that these officers refused to beat the Israelites as they struggled to make their quota, and they took the blows of the Egyptian taskmasters instead. He even adds that these people became the new leaders of Israel because they were willing to make personal sacrifices for the good of the nation. Leadership comes with perks, but with many more sacrifices, and it's easy to tell a good leader by how they treat the two. I look forward to seeing the Shabbat at TRZ Friday night at 7:30 p.m. for Sisterhood Shabbat, and Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Shabbat Shalom.